book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them that.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the narrative holds. That tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not measure on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends, and let us start our before we start, if you don't mind, not to give us like, because all of you don't do that usually, as usual, unless people ask you, I don't know why. Before we start, I saw some people making comment and asking questions about the Bible, and usually those being Christian, the second he say he's a Catholic. All the Muslims are Catholic in the chat. And then you Christian believe he died and he was buried in the tomb for 3 days. The Jewish Friday start in Thursday, sunset to sunset. This is what the Muslims they follow, sunset to sunset, because both Muhammad he is following the lunar calendar, which is by the end of the day when the sun set, you have a new day, 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. This is number one. Number two, the Bible speaks about the Passover. Passover, Sabbath, but doesn't mean necessarily to be Saturday. Saturday is a day in the week. It's called Sabbath, yes, but the Jews, they have, this is why it says in the Bible, preparing for the Sabbath, the preparation day. Preparation day is always a day will come before the day which is considered as a Sabbath, but not necessarily a Saturday. 2 weeks of Sabbath. But the Jews, because they are using the lunar calendar, that can change for they add days in the end of every 3 years. Even the sun calendar, we have something called leap year, but in the lunar calendar, the differences is huge. So they have to add a couple of days every week, every few years. However, the Passover is a Sabbath. It's not Saturday necessarily. It can be Saturday, depending on the calendar, but it can be Tuesday, can be Passover. This is the Easter, which can be of the month of Nisan. So whatever that day is going to be, Sabbath. Doesn't matter what the day. It's in the end of the week, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, Passover, which is a Sabbath. So in the same time, maybe in Thursday, because they are preparing for it in Wednesday. There's many, but there is no confirmation about the exact date. To be sure, the Easter or the Passover, we are celebrating the occasion, not the day. As you see, the day can be Wednesday, can be Thursday, can be Friday. I'm talking about the Passover for the Jews. He was resurrected. He resurrected in Sunday, which is based on the Jewish calendar, but from Saturday. From Saturday sunset to Sunday sunrise. And then we can calculate 3 days and we will find which day the Messiah was really crucified. But anyway, people who make such a question, it's good to, it just they show two things. They show what the Jews believe, the calendar, the occasion, what is the Passover. They speak about, as an example, the Passover. it lasts for 7 days, that occasion. It's not even one day, which means all of them, they are really a holiday. Occasion where we as a Christians, we celebrate the fasting for Christmas. The starting of the fasting is considered as a Sabbath. Again, Sabbath is necessarily Saturday. It can be a day designated to God from your life, from the group of from a life of an individual. This day is going to be considered a day for God. That is a Sabbath. Sabbath means stay still, worshiping the Lord, do nothing. That is a Sabbath. It is the day where you do nothing. Mr. Sayadu is saying, not a single Muslim knows who is Allah. Christians, you need to get your fraud star to the nearest psycho facility. Christian Prince said he knows Islam more than any Muslim, yet asking such a question. Where in the scriptures did God describe in details exactly who God is? How come that the Christian Prince does not know Quran chapter 24 verse number 35? I don't know what to say. I will let Zakir Naik answer you so we can start our comedy show. Listen, and I hope you are here. By the way, I would love you to call me. That will make it even better comedy. This is a Quran Yuka. Explain who's Allah. Listen carefully, and then I will go to the chapter you choose for us, and then don't blame me for reading the chapter you chose for me. It was your choice. All right? Not mine. Let us hear what Zakir Naik is saying.
Very important question that he wants to know one thing which has been always in his mind. What is the definition of Allah in Islam? And the definition also includes many things which is negation, and it contradicts the definition of the other faiths. In fact, in Islam, the definition of Allah says what Allah is and also says what Allah is not. Besides knowing what God is, it is also important to know what God is not. So that if someone falsely claims that so-and-so is God, you can easily come to know this is a false claim. As far as the reply to what is the definition of Allah, the best reply that any Muslim can give you is from the Quran, from Surah Ikhlas, chapter number 112, verse number 1 to 4, which says, Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Say he is Allah one and only. Allahu samad. Allah, the absolute and eternal. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. He begets not, nor is he begotten. Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. There is nothing like him.
Okay, there is nothing like him. All what you said does not tell me who is Allah, because there is nobody like Jibreel. As an example, the Muslim believe in Gabriel. He is begot, neither he begotten. So if this is the description of God, Jibreel and the rest of the angels, they are God. No one like Jibreel. No one. There is two Jibreel? No. Even the Muslim, they agree on that. So here you see how silly and how stupid the answer the Muslim they give you. We ask them who is Allah. They start telling us Allah did not give birth. Who's your mom? My mom, she did not give birth. Oh, okay. Who's your dad? My dad did not give birth. What does this have to do with even with the question? And then he said at the end, nothing like Allah. But look what you did. You are the one who asked me to go and read chapter 24, verse number 35. And you see, I am the one who pinned. You see, if a Christian says something in a Muslim form, they would delete it. I pinned the Muslim answers. I put it in the top. You see, it says pinned by Christian Prince. We just heard a verse from the Quran saying nothing like Allah. And then you say to me, well, how come you do not know that Allah is the same as a tree? This is the chapter you gave to me, chapter 24. verse number 35. And I'm willing to change to any translation you like to read, even though I don't believe any Muslim translation is truthful, not only not right, I accuse them of deception and lying, intend to lie in their translation. But look what we have now. The Muslims, we just heard Mimi Hijab saying to Borat, if this is a book made by Allah, not by Allah, you will find a lot of contradiction. We just heard the monkey of YouTube, Zakurani Yuka, saying nothing like Allah. And then Allah in the same book says, Allah is the same as a tree. Read carefully. Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. By the way, the same Zakurani Yuka, he said that the word nur means reflection light. Even though this is not our topic now, but just to show you the stupidity of the Quran. Actually, you know what? Let me show you what Zakir Naik said about that. Because that will help us to understand who is Allah. All right. I'm finding Zakurani Yuka. And by the way, not only him who say that, all the Muslims, they are copy-paste as usual. No brain. And this is why we laugh. This is Zakurani Yuka. The Quran mentioned that the light of the moon is reflected light 1400 years ago. Is that something created by Christian Prince? No. Is that something translated by me? No.
Previously, the scientists, they thought that the light of the moon was its own light. But Quran says in Surah Furqan, chapter number 25, verse number 61. Blessed is he, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has made the constellations in the sky and placed therein sun, that is a lamp, having its own light, and moon, having borrowed light. The Arabic word used for the
moon, remember carefully, the moon have what? A borrowed light. Did I say that, or Zakurani Yuka? This is your sheikh. The moon have a borrowed light. Borrow. What is the word for the borrow light? Listen carefully.
The Arabic word used for the sun in the Quran, it is Shams. And its light is always described as Siraj, Wahaj, or Diya, which means a torch having a light of its own, or a blazing lamp, or a shining glory. Always the light of the sun is described as Wahaj, Siraj, or Diya, meaning a light of its own.
Remember, this guy doesn't speak Arabic, but he's teaching you what Arabic word means. But continue.
The Arabic word for moon is Qamar, and its light is described as Munir or Nur, meaning borrowed light or a reflected light.
Okay. So the word Nur is what? Is reflected light or borrowed light. People, did I say that? Or Zakurani Yuka, he said that? I will play it again in case you are a Muslim and Shaitan, he did urinate in your ears as your prophet said. Because look like most of you have that infection. Shaitan, he target your ears, your penis, your anus, your belly button, your nose, is all over you. Any hole, he is there. And there's holes in the narrative. So what is the word Nur? Listen carefully.
Its light is described as Munir or Nur, meaning borrowed light or a reflected light.
Wonderful. Now we go to the verse you gave me. And then we will find that Allah is borrowing Nur. This is the word Nur. Allahu Nuru samawati wal ard. Allahu Nuru samawati wal ard. What the Muslim translate? Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. But this light is reflected light, is a borrowed light. So either you have to make a comment now saying, well, the Quran Yuka is a donkey, or you say the one who wrote the Quran is a donkey. Because how Allah compare his nur to the nur, he say, I have nur, but the moon have a nur. As you see, the sun, Zakir Naik says, the Quran says, Sirajan. Sirajan. You know, he says, I mean, supposedly, you know, he knows Arabic. Sati', whatever he said, I'm laughing. But if Allah light is a nur, and we heard with the evidence that Zakir Naik confirmed that the word nur is a borrowed light, then Allah light is a borrowed light, and he have no light of his own. Because this is the same exact word used in chapter 24, verse number 35. Nur. In fact, this is the name of the chapter. Do you see it? The name of the chapter is what? Nur. And now we discover that Nur is reflected light. In the best scenario, it's a borrowed light. Who said that? This is not a Christian prince. So now you cannot take it back. You say, oh, you know, we Muslims, we are stupid. We do not know what we are saying. You bring 50,000 people in front of this guy. You spend at least, you know, $2 million to make this occasion happen. 12 TV satellite, 12 satellite covering the occasion. And the guy is saying what he is saying. And not a single one of you Muslims says to him, you are wrong. That means this is what Islam believe in. That nur is reflected light. It's a borrowed light. Otherwise, there is no way from all those thousands of people, which is a short time, witnessing this occasion, did not notice. I mean, how many thousand they are? Look at this, look at this.
There is not a single place in the Quran where the light of the moon is described as its own light.
See?
And the Arabic word for star is najam, and its light is described as saqib, meaning the light.
So all those people there, everybody listening, and he take what this guy is saying seriously. Who is the stupid here? So now we go back to the verse you gave me. And now you understand why I was laughing at you saying that. Because now from the beginning we discover that Allah, he is using a borrowed light. He don't have a light of his own. So, and he is not a light, it's a lie. Because as long as the word nur mean a borrowed light, so how he can be light if he is borrowing light? Are you with me, people? Can Allah be a light if the word used here is a borrowed light? He cannot. Because you cannot be something is borrowed. Something is not you. But I will let it go. Allah is the light in the heavens and the earth. The parable of his light, now Allah is giving us a parable. He is a light, remember, but he is a borrowed light. And now he will give us a parable of his light. As a niche, there is nowhere it says as if there is. This is something they add in the between brackets. A niche, and within it a lamp. Okay, hold on. We just heard the word nur mean reflected light. We just heard Zakir Naik saying in the chapter of Al-Ikhlas that nothing like Allah. Let me refresh your memory in case you forgot what he said. He said at the end, nothing like Allah. If there is anything like Allah? No. Who said that? Allah.
As saqib, meaning.
Let us go back to this one. Hold on.
There is nothing like him.
Did you hear it? There's nothing like him. Actually, the translation is stupid, but I will let it go. There's another verse saying, nothing like him. The one he is reading is just stupid. So nothing like Allah. And then Allah, he says, I am like a niche, and the niche is a lamp, and the lamp is an olive tree. How I am nothing like me? And then Allah, he compare himself to a tree, and the tree have a lamp, and the lamp is in a niche. The lamp is in a glass, and the glass as aware a brilliant star, but we just heard the word Nur is not for a star. You remember? Zechariah just said Nur mean what? Borrowed light. And he mentioned what the Quran says about star. But here, the fact the translation is false. It says here in Arabic, and he said the word star is Najm, which is true. The word here is Kawkab, which is a planet, which is true. So Allah, his light is reflected light. Kawkab. Shiny Kawkab. If I write now the word Kawkab, can I say Kawkab al-Ard? Yes. There we go. Kawkab al-Ard. You see it? Kawkab. This is the same word. Right away we say the earth. Kawkab al-Ard. The Kawkab of the earth. Kawkab is not a star. Kawkab is a planet. We go back here, and now we find that Allah describing himself in a funny way, supposedly nothing like him, and now it turned to be that he is like a lamp in a niche, and the niche is in a tree, and this tree is an olive tree. Neither in the East and neither of the West. The Muslim, they explain that saying, well, it neither get its rays from like only in the morning, or nor it gets its rays only in the afternoon. But it is exposed to the sun all day long. I mean, somebody, you want to laugh with me? How he is the light, and his light in a niche, and the niche is an olive tree, and now this tree is getting its light from the sun in the top. That because the earth is flat, and always the sun there is just stationary there. But how Allah is the source of light if his tree, which is him now in this parable, is taking its light from the sun? And what the point of the light which is in the lamp, which is in the niche, if the tree itself getting its light from the sun? Then we continue, and it says, but it's exposed to the sun all day long, who is oil would almost glow forth. Okay, but oil is not self-sufficient. Oil is not self-sufficient. Why? Because the lamp is an object and the oil is an object. So the oil itself cannot be a lamp. The liquid itself cannot be shiny. So what Allah is saying to us, he put oil in a lamp, and then he light the lamp, and this is him. So Allah is not one unity or one person, Allah light is multiple sources of light. He borrow light, he borrow olive oil. The olive oil, he put it in a lamp, and the lamp is covered by a glass, and the glass is inside a niche, and then we have a shiny light. It's not Allah alone making the light. He need to have tools and objects, and none of them is him. If we ask a Muslim, what is the olive of oil tree present to Allah? Who is a Muslim can tell me? Any Muslim would help us? What is the olive present to Allah? You see, it says a parable. Any Muslim can tell me? Didn't know. So now they give us an answer, but the answer is more crazy from the question itself. And still we do not know who's Allah. And how you say the same, Allah, nothing like him, and then you compare yourself to a tree. And to make it more horrible, this tree have a lamp, and this lamp, it light up by fuel. What is the fuel of Allah? Any Muslim? Any Muhammadan? What is the fuel for Allah? You see, I'm reading a parable. Okay, the olive is a tree. The olive tree is a tree, we know it. Now we have the olive oil. What that present? And is Allah in the niche? Is Allah contained in a glass? You see, he is the one describing how he is similar to this. If you say to me he is not a tree, okay, no problem. If he is not the niche, no problem. But you cannot say to me he is not the lamp and the glass and the fuel. Can you? In fact, he cannot be the three of them, because when Allah he chose an olive tree, why the olive tree was chosen? The Muslim they might say to you the olive tree is mentioned in your Bible. No wonder, no problem. But here we are talking about lamps. Everybody knows that they used to use olive oil for lamps. This is a land full of olive oils, olive trees. So Allah himself, he described himself as a tree. They don't have it in Saudi Arabia. He described himself as a lamp, which is in the niche. So he's contained inside the glass, inside the niche. Sound like a Buddha statues for me. So what we learn about this, nothing. Until now, we do not know who is Allah. What we have is more confusion. The answer is silly and stupid and meaningless. And the funniness, Muhammad, he says to me, how come a Christian prince, he claimed that he knew everything about Islam, but don't he knew this? We mentioned this many a time before, and we laugh at it. Who's Allah? Everything in this verse is a contradiction for the Quran. We just heard Zakir Naik saying nothing like Allah, and then the Muslim, they say, we'll read chapter 24, verse number 35, because Allah, yeah, there is something like him. There's a lot of things like him. He's like an olive tree. And now they cannot say the one who is saying that he is just, interpretation. This is the Quran. Allah supposedly is talking. Allah is the one who is talking supposedly. So Muslim, they cannot say this is weak, this is fabricated story, this cannot be true. Any Muslim? And the verse before it is speaking about effing women. Effing women who they are your sex slaves. The verse after it, Allah is the light of the world. Look like there's a connection. We have two Muslims who are waiting. We are waiting for them. They said they want to join me. We will take one at a time. They are asking for some time, so we will take them. Do we have any Muhammadan who would like to join us immediately until those guys are ready? The question is still there. Who is Allah? Did not know. Not a single Muslim he knew. I never met a Muhammadan. He knew what and who is Allah. Never. And I say to you, neither Allah himself can answer this question. Any Muhammadan? They don't know. You ask me who's my God, I say to you the Messiah. Who's your God? They don't even know what Allah means. They don't know. 99% of the names in the Quran, not a single Muslim knows what they mean. Can I call? Yeah, you can if you are a Muslim. If you are a Muslim, feel free. We want Muslims to tell us who is Allah. I know that this is a very hard question, but this is showing you how stupid this religion. Those people, they are worshipping a known God. Israfil, he said, you pray to statues. Well, Israel, Israfil, why you don't call me and give me the proof that we pray to statues? Nowhere in the Bible says you can pray to statues. That is against the teaching of Christianity and Judaism. However, if you want to say to me there's some churches they have statues, well, the Bible is so clear, says, make no image of what above in heaven or down in earth. So this is a tradition, have nothing to do with the teaching of the Bible. And they can justify it, but for me, I don't justify it. I believe it's wrong. However, what if I show you that your stupid Quran says that you Muslims have statues in your temples? If we go in the city Quran, I will type only one word, tamathil. What tamathil mean? Statues. Who is making statues to who? Look, the Muslim, even they took it off. This is why I say never take a Muslim translation, ever. They took it off. Let us try a different translator. And then suddenly you will see the word statues appear. So according to the Quran, Allah, He commanded His messenger, the messenger of Allah, Sulaiman, to build a temple full of statues. Where is the word statues? I don't see it. It's gone. There's images. They said images. You see images? So there is pictures, but the statues is not there. Let us change the translator. Images. Until now we see images. And finally we find a Muslim saying the truth. Statues. You see it? Do you see it? Officially, in Islam, you can have statues in your mosque. Otherwise, you have to tell me why you lie to us and say that Solomon was a Muslim prophet, and this is Solomon building temple full of statues. Are you there, Mr. Lice Appreciator? And now he will play dead. He heard nothing, he saw nothing. Did you say anything, Christian Prince? No. He heard nothing. A second ago, he was a hero. A second after, he is plain dead. Why he have statues? If Islam is against paganism, why? And if you ask the Muslims, by the way, if you read the tafsir, they say those are statues for previous prophets. Some tafsir says for the angel Jibreel and the prophets. You can send me, when you are done translating my book in Greek, my friend, first I want to say thank you if you are working that. You send me, you make a link in G Drive, and I will ask somebody to open it for security reason, to check there's nothing, fishy about it, and then I will publish it. You send me the email in Patreon. Patreon is for free. Just make an account and you can send me an email privately. What surah we are reading? This is chapter 34, verse number 13. Any Muslim? Let us see if this person is ready, so we can call him. Until now, we will see. Can you debate an agnostic? Agnostic is somebody have no book. You debate him about what? There's nothing really to debate about. Let us take the call from this guy. I think he claimed to be agnostic. Hello? Hello? So you don't want to talk? Yes, I hear you. Go ahead.
Christian Prince?
Yes, my friend. So you are agnostic?
Yeah, I have some questions.
No. What first, before, forgive my ignorance, what agnostic mean?
It means I believe in God,
Okay.
but I don't want to associate my belief in God to Christianity,
Okay.
Islam, or any other religion. I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of religions are misguided.
Mm.
For one, I listen to you all the time, and definitely you make a lot of sense with
with Islam. Now I definitely understand a little bit more about Islam and how ridiculous it is.
Okay.
But also when I listen to Christian, because I was raised Christian,
Okay.
but Christianity as well. I mean, how can anybody believe that there was a man named Noah who built an ark and got two animals of each sex and put them all on a boat and survived? How is that even in any way or shape or form even possible in this world?
Okay. You said to me you believe in God, correct?
I believe there's something out there. I don't have all the answers.
No. I mean, you just said God, and now you're changing your mind. Someone out there in the closet.
The thing is, if we want to name it, if we want to call it God, sure.
No.
I believe that there.
No. You see, I'm not the one who named it. You said to me.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I said God.
So is he God or not? Give me the answer, please.
The reason why I say God,
Yeah.
right? And that's just because it's the general term of I don't know what it is. I believe that there is some form of higher power.
So, okay, this form of higher power is what exactly?
We can call it God then, yes.
Okay, no problem. The second we say God, does that mean almighty power or like limited power?
The thing is, I don't know.
Okay.
I believe that
so
there is
you want me to
someone
debate? You want me to debate someone. In the start, when I asked him what is the thing he believed in, he said to me, "I do not know." So how we can debate about anything?
Okay, but let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
If I told you today, hey, I was listening on the news, and apparently there was a guy who had a staff, and he was able to split water into half and let people walk through the water, what would you say to me? Would you say that's insane? That's crazy?
I will say you are an ignorant because this is not what the Bible says. It doesn't say that Moses, he used a magical stick and he made the ocean. This is God, he split the ocean. Same time with the Pharaoh. When he threw the stick, God, they said his magic overcome their magic because they thought this is a magic. This is the same. We see the Jews in the Talmud. They claim in the Talmud, not in the Bible, this is the book of the Antichrist, says obviously the Messiah, he did a lot of miracles. And how he did that, he was practicing magic. He went to Egypt and he learned magic tricks from the Egyptian magic master. And he came back to Israel and he was practicing magic. So he made the blind see and he made the one who cannot walk. So they admit he did that, but they claim it's a magic. So you do not understand even what the Bible is teaching. You do not understand who is the one, you call him superpower, maybe it's just a transmitter for electricity or high voltage, electric column. Maybe this is God for you. Or what you are saying, I don't believe in I want something logical. But nothing in your belief is logical because simply the second I say God, nothing is logical when it's come to God because my logic is my logic, my ability. It's not logical for me to fly unless I have an airplane. Do you agree?
I completely agree with you.
Okay,
right?
but I cannot make a blind man.
That is why the statement that I said earlier, there would be no reason for you to not believe that there is a miracle that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
So the story of Noah, and the story of Noah is nothing but a miracle. Who said to you this was not a miracle? Because the whole purpose of it is what? Is destruction of those who disobey God and let Noah and his family start a new life. So if you believe it is impossible for God to make animals subdued and make him join animals in his ship, well, this is a different story. If you are talking about logic, I believe that God, he can save, millions of animals, even if there is a flood. What you read in the Bible, you will not see he put all the animals. He said 7 pairs of animals. So you do not even know how to read the Bible. 7 pairs present what? Present what he need to survive. From every those animals, he put in with him. You are watching too much cartoon, too much movies, and you are thinking that this is the Bible. But you do not know really what the Bible is saying. So those pairs of animals, who they are, his life would base on them. He took him in the ship. And I believe God can, either he can save as many animals he wants, or he can create new. Isn't it God who created those animals in the beginning? He can create them again. He can say, let be elephant, elephant will be. So either we believe in superpower, as you call it, or this superpower is not power at all. It's a power off, not power on. So which one is yours?
The one that I'm stating when I say God, I don't believe necessarily God has to be a person or something. It could be just maybe the world started with a sound, or I don't know.
No problem. Somebody.
I would believe more
Okay.
in the scientific facts.
No problem.
that we
Scientific
gather
fact.
today.
Scientific fact. You know, there is somebody that fart, and then the whole world start with the fart. You know, sound. You know, that's funny. When you say to me scientific fact, did you just see the news that the Big Bang turned to be a joke? This is just, 3 months ago, and there's a big scientist. He is an atheist. I think his name Kaku, something like he looks Japanese. So he said he have to write all his books about Big Bang. This is one of the earliest scientists who speak about Big Bangs. He is a big scientist, and he said he have to write all his books about the Big Bang because all their numbers turn to be stupid. Hold on. You see science, you see? No.
I saw that article as well.
No, I'm not talking about article. I saw his videos. I saw what he's saying. He have a channel on YouTube. He's a big scientist.
There's many channels on YouTube.
No. He is a big scientist. He is not a joke. Okay, he is not.
I understand what you're saying.
I am not.
Is a theory.
Is a theory,
We
exactly.
don't have.
So you are assuming now. You are not. You said to me science a second ago, but now it's not a science. It's a theory. So what is the science?
Okay, but what is the science between saying that we come from two people, Adam and Eve? Is there any proof at all?
Exactly. You're asking me if there's any proof. Ask your mom how they made you.
So your state. So Christian.
No. We have a proof. Do you have the opposite? Your mom and your dad decide to go to bed, and they made a mistake, and they have you.
Well, we have more proof that there's evolution in our genes.
No problem. We have evolution, but all of them, nobody can prove that a human being used to be a cockroach. Human being was always a human being. They could not prove anything. This is just garbage.
But nobody can prove that we came from two people on this earth. And
No, because as long as this is the only proof you have, this is the only proof you have. This is the only proof. It's called the proof. We have a woman, we have a man. That is real. The rest is word in the papers. The rest is nothing but words in the paper. So look what you are doing. You switch what is real. We have a male, sleep with the female, they have a baby. You say, we cannot say this is the proof when we have it for real. But then you come to me and you write something in a paper, something nobody witnessed, somebody never saw, and there's no proof of it. And you take that as science versus what we have.
My point again is, I'm not an atheist. I don't not believe in.
I am not saying you are an atheist. You are, but you are saying no.
The stories in the Bible are also not. There's no way you can actually read that and think that this is real life. I mean, maybe it's possible.
Okay, I want to ask you.
I'm saying that maybe there's something out there.
Let us make it simple. Let us make it simple.
I can't wholly faithfully believe that the Bible is the right book, because even the stories in the Bible to me don't make any sense. The stories in Islam don't make any sense. And yes, maybe there is a God, but who says it has anything to do with Christianity?
No problem. But you say there is a God, but okay, give me a solution. What is the God you choose? So you are just making things up now, and you don't know what you are saying. No, hold on, let me answer you.
The Egyptians believed in many gods prior to even Christianity.
Okay, do you worship any of them?
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I understand. You are saying there's somebody out there, you know. I mean, this is even...
There's something
out there
that may have created.
Okay. You just said to me you believe in evolution. And now you are saying to me someone right there or something created.
I'm saying that there is more proof within the evolution.
But the evolution is not against the Bible, my friend.
There's more facts.
The evolution is not against my friend.
Christian, you're not letting me talk at all.
I am letting you talk. You make a statement. Let me make a comment about it. You can continue. We have time. So let me just... Evolution is not against the Bible. Evolution, in the way we understand it, that God, He gave you ability to adopt situation. As an example, people who live in the mountains, human, not animals, they have bigger chest and bigger lung. Why? Because there is less oxygen. But doesn't mean that one they used to have to be bear and now they become a human. Or doesn't mean that one day you used to become chimpanzee and now they became a human. This is the evolution according to Christianity. According to you, You believe in something nobody can prove. Can you prove to me that a human used to be a chimpanzee?
Listen, that's exactly why I'm saying I can't prove exactly that science is the all, and no scientist will tell you that it's factual that evolution is real, because there hasn't been a full linking proof of anything yet. But at the same time as well, when you look at the Bible, there's nothing that can show me that there's anything in this book that is real. There's no proof of anybody in
What is real for you? What is real for you?
Real is where are some of, like, maybe I don't know, like anything to show that there's any of these miracles that actually happen.
Well, those miracles happen until now, my friend. You're ignorant. You can go, you will see miracles happen every day in the name of Jesus. So you're ignorant.
What kind of miracle?
All kind of miracles. Just so every you know, me myself, I witnessed a miracle. I know someone. She was dying. Doctors, they told their parents, she can't even talk. She can't even go to the bathroom. They told them, you are wasting your money. We can't do anything to her. They took her to the most expensive. Her family are rich. They are wealthy. They took her to everywhere. And they told them, that's it. I mean, even her hair is gone. Her eyebrows is gone. I mean, she cannot even walk. She cannot move. She can say a word. She is dead. That's it. So they decide, because their daughter, she was a very faithful person. They said, well, if she died, let us die in the church. That's it. So they asked the priest to put their daughter, maybe she will die tonight, maybe tomorrow, we do not know. Can we please, if you don't mind, just as an act of mercy for her, because she feel better, to put her in a bed, in the floor. We will not bring even a bed, we will bring like something to sleep on. And her mom will sleep next to her. Can we do that? The priest, he said, sure. You know, and they were expecting by the morning, maybe, or the day after, will be dead. Her mom, at the middle of the night, she did not find her daughter, but her daughter can't move. She can't walk. She have a tube to her. She can't even pee. So she went crazy. Where's the daughter? She found the daughter praying, standing, and she is fine. They took her back to the hospital. They did every research, every study. They could not understand what they say. And they said to her, well, this is a miracle. And they are atheist doctors. So we have miracles happening in the name of Christ every day. We don't make too much noise about it because it's something normal to happen. God exists, is true. People who decide to see, as an example, we have every Easter, we have light coming from the empty tomb of Jesus. Some people, they will say, oh, this is the Christian are lighting light. You can say whatever you want. Hold on, my friend.
Before you keep going, because you finished with the story, I just want to add something before you keep going, right? So you are telling me that we should practice this more for people that are on their lying breath and give them hope and put them in church and see if they miraculously might revive?
Yeah. Can I say that you are stupid? Can I say to you, you are stupid without hanging up? Can I say that?
Why is that?
Because you are stupid. I did not say this is happening to everybody. Did I say that? Because everybody now,
right.
He have this, he will go. When God, he do miracle, God, listen, you do not even know what miracle mean. Jesus, he did not make every blind person in his time see. He did not make everyone who cannot walk. He did not make everyone who cannot speak. He did not control all the oceans around the world. He made individual incident. So you are being stupid again, and you are asking God to heal everybody so you can be satisfied. Take care. We have a Muslim trying to call me. We give you more than enough time. How are you saying we are going to take everybody to the hospital? Stupid people, you know. Yeah. Let us see the Muslim. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Welcome, my friend. You are a Muslim, right?
Yes, I'm a Muslim, right?
Yeah, your friend told me that you are interested to talk to me, and I will be happy to hear you.
Yeah.
Which country are you talking from?
Sorry, I mistakenly turned my video on. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah.
Gambia.
You are from where?
Gambia.
Gambia. That's wonderful. You know, we are talking today about Allah, and we are asking the Muslims, who is Allah? Do you know who is Allah?
Yes, of course.
Who is Allah? Who is Allah?
As he perfectly said it in Surah what is it called again? Surah Al-Ikhlas. Allah is one and indivisible.
Yeah, I'm not asking you if he is one or two. I'm saying who's Allah. And by the way, the verse you are quoting for me, chapter of Al-Ikhlas, doesn't say Allah is one. It says Allah is one of, because the word ahad mean one of, not one.
That is a different translation. The translation.
No, this is not. There's no other translation in Arabic. The word ahad only come. The word wahid is one. The word ahad is one of. We have a word in Arabic for one. That is wahid. Even when we count, we say wahid, اثنان, ثلاثة, أربعة. So wahid is one. Ahad is one of. And you can, if you don't believe me, you can type. I don't know if you speak Arabic or not. You can, if you don't, you can copy the word ahad from that verse and paste it in the search engine, and you will find that exactly the same word appear in many tons of verses in the Quran as one of. Chapter 2 verse 102, chapter 2 verse 1036, chapter 2 verse number 285, chapter 3 verse number 75, chapter 3 verse number 84, chapter 3 verse 153, chapter 4 verse number 43, chapter 4 verse 152. I can keep going until tomorrow. So we don't want to waste our time. I ask you, who is Allah? You gave me an answer saying that Allah is one, which is one of, not one. However, if he is one or two, that is not the question. Who is Allah?
Allah is the sustainer, needed by all.
What sustainer mean?
Sustainer meaning everything is dependent on him. He is independent. He is not dependent on anyone.
Well,
He is neither begotten,
okay. All right.
nor he beget children.
Okay, he never begotten, never begot his children. But this is Jibreel. Jibreel never begotten, and Jibreel never begotten children.
Right.
Is Jibreel his God?
No.
Okay.
But Jibreel
Yeah.
has been created by Allah.
His what?
Jibreel is created, a creation of Allah.
If there is any proof that Jibreel is created by Allah,
Yes.
where we can find the proof?
Allah said that he created angels,
What?
humans,
What?
and animals.
What?
Allah is the creator.
How you know he is the creator? So that, let us make it me and you simple. Are you saying to me now the creator is God?
Karim,
Are you saying to me the only creator is God only?
he is the only creator.
Okay,
I can give you an
so give me an example.
Yeah, you take a look at the existence of the bee.
Existence of what?
Bee.
B. Okay, B or not to be, that is Shakespeare. That is the question. Okay, what is the B? Tell me about B.
You know what a bee is?
Yeah, I know the bee is the one they bite you. Okay.
Yeah. This was a experiment I saw. It's not from my own experience, but it's something that I saw.
Uh-huh.
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Why there is the creator. Okay. See the average temperature needed in a beehive is 35 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Need to survive is 35 degrees.
What does have to do with proving Allah? I believe that God, I'm not an atheist, my friend. I believe that God, he created the bees, no problem. So you are trying to tell me something have nothing to do with my question, but let me show you. The Quran in chapter 16, verse number 68, gave us a very false information. Allah, he said that the bees, they eat from the fruit and they poop honey. So according to the Quran, the bees, they eat fruits and their poo-poo is honey. Allah don't understand that this is not their poo-poo, this is their food. They don't eat the fruit, they eat the honey. This is your Quran, chapter 16, verse number 68, 69. Go ahead.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Fast.
Mhm.
16. And feed from the flower of any fruit. My translation.
What flower? Where it says the word flower?
Yes, it says it here in the
Where?
English translation.
That's false translation, my friend. It says thamarat. Thamara is a fruit. Thamarat is a fruit. They lie to you.
See, that is why the English translation is flawed.
Okay, I don't care, my friend. You can copy the word. I show it to you. You can copy it to Google Translation, and you will see thamarat, thamara, or thamarat is a word meaning fruit. This is why even if you change the translator, you will see, here we go. This is the Muslim translation in front of me. It says fruits. It doesn't say, what you're saying. you find it?
I'm looking for the one.
No, I want you to read for me Samarat. So your God, he cannot be God. The God who think that the honey is a poo-poo and the fruit is the food of the bees, and you are the one who mentioned the bees, me, not me.
Right.
Okay. So how God he misunderstood. He think. Okay.
Understand.
Okay.
What you were saying was proof of there is God. Proof of that there is God. How do you know that God created?
What do you mean? How God? He will not make a mistake. God, he think this God, the God of Islam, he think that bees eating fruits and poo-poo, the poo-poo is their honey. The honey is poo-poo. You know, it says يخرج من بطونها, they poop honey.
Let me clarify to you that.
Okay, clarify to me.
That it is not talking about. See, that is the way he's explaining to them for them to understand.
So at that time you are saying to me, those Arab, they are stupid, so Allah giving them a stupid answer.
No, they are not stupid.
Well, you are the one who's saying to me, this is what it's meant. He is explaining to them mistakenly. He is saying something not true.
No, he's not. They are not. He's just explaining to them for them to be able to understand.
Okay, are you able to understand now that they eat fruits and they poop honey?
No.
So he did not explain to us. He messed it up. So now he gave them wrong information. He says, ثم كلي من كل الثمرات فاسلكي. So go and eat from all the fruits, and then honey will come from your. But this is the food. The honey is their food. It's not the fruits.
No. From Arabic to English is very complicated. You can only translate.
My friend, I am an Arab. Don't give me this garbage. You know, you can say that to those who don't speak Arabic. I am an Arab. So it says kuli, and we can open the interpretation of any Islamic scholar. We would die laughing.
Right. Can you translate haya to English? Haya. The word haya. Translate
the word what?
Haya.
You mean you mean hayat?
Haya, yes, haya.
Hayat is life.
But
Yeah.
Sorry. You said haya is what?
Hayat is life.
Not hayat. Haya.
Say hello.
No, haya. H-E.
Okay, type it for me in your Skype.
H-A-Y-A.
My friend, type it for me in Arabic in Skype. You don't speak Arabic. You are not pronouncing the word right, and you are saying to me, and no, it doesn't say that. Give me the word.
I wrote it.
There is nothing called haya. What haya? Tell me the word haya. What is that? Here we go. Let me show people what you showed to me in the chat. Haya. What is this? Either it is hayat, which means life. Haya. There's no ha. Haya. That means he say hello. Hayaitu fulan. I said to him, hello. Not even assalamu alaikum. And what does this have to do with our topic?
Okay, how do you translate humbleness to English? I mean, humble.
My friend, are you going to now change the topic, translate this and translate that? Tell me what this have to do with my topic.
But to translate the exact word and give it its due rights.
Type it for me in Arabic. Everybody see it live, and I will translate. Go ahead. And what this have to do with my topic, I do not know.
To show you that translating from Arabic to English can be complicated.
Translated from Arabic to English is complicated. Okay, my friend, listen. Why your Muslim translation saying fruits if it is not fruits?
No, it is not. Every different one I said.
Okay. Give me the translator, the one you are using.
Okay.
What his name?
No, I use Google Translate. That's what
Who?
Google Translate.
Okay, we can use Google Translate, but give me the name of the translator. You said to me a translator. You said you are reading translator. Which translator is that?
Google Translate.
Are you using the Google translation to translate the Quran?
Yes, Google Translation.
So you as a Muslim, you read the Quran from Google Translation. Each time you want to read a verse in the Quran, you read the translation by using Google.
No, I have the app. That I use.
You have an app. Okay, so are you saying to me you don't have any Islamic translation for the Quran, correct?
No.
You never have it in your computer?
No.
Okay. So now if we go to Google Translation and we post it there, are you going to do it in front of everybody?
Okay.
If I copy it and post it in Google Translation, are you going to accept the translation?
I'm going to accept the translation.
You will accept?
In terms of understanding it, yes, I will accept it. But the
So if the translation did not come as you wish, you will not accept, you are saying?
to understand the translation that this is what it's trying to explain, yes, I would understand.
Here we go.
This
This is Google Translation in front of your eyes. It says the fruits.
Where is it? I'm not on your thingy right now. I'm on the board.
It's in the screen. The fruits.
Wait, one moment.
And I will play the word in Arabic. I will play the word in English.
الثمرات.
See it? And this is the English.
The fruits.
Let me see.
Yeah.
No. Translate the full verse. Translate the full verse. Let's see.
Okay, guys, here we go. So the full path is going to give different translation now. Okay, let's see. This is the funniest argument ever. So here we go. I will translate the whole sentence, and I will post the whole verse actually, not only one word. Here we go. Do you see it? Then eat from all the fruits. You said to me that the translation you are reading, it was Google Translation, and it says flower. You did lie, my friend.
No,
Well, how come my Google Translation is not giving you the same? You saw, if this is Google Translation, you go, I copy exactly the whole verse, read it. This is the whole verse as it is in Arabic. And this is the whole verse translation as it is in English.
send it to me on Skype. Let me see. Send it to me on Skype.
What do you mean send it to me?
I cannot see it. Let's take a screenshot of it. Send it to me.
Okay, I will take a screenshot. Give me a second. Here we go. And I will send it to you. See, you are the one who did bring this to your God. Your God cannot be God because simply if he is God, he will not do this. He will not say such a silly thing. I sent you.
Silly? Really?
Yeah. What kind of God he says such a thing?
The Almighty.
The Almighty. Yeah, the Almighty. The Almighty is being funny now.
No. He's not being funny. He's trying to explain to them.
Well, he is being funny. He's being funny. You see, just to show you how you lie to me, I ask you,
Yes.
what is the name of the translator who translated to you? You said to me Google Translation. Correct?
Yes.
But what you just sent me now is Dr. Mustafa Khattab translation.
Right.
So why you said to me, this is the translation of Google, and I said to you, do you have any translation you have? You said no. So are you saying to me, I said to you, are you saying to me you use only Google Translation? You said yes. And now you are sending me Mustafa Khattabi is a liar.
Wait. Sorry, let me clarify something. Can I clarify something?
And this is not the Quran, by the way. What you send me, this is not even the Quran.
Yes, it is.
No.
Surah An-Nahl.
No,
Now look at it.
no, my friend. The verse you are quoting for me, it says, يَخْرُجُ مِن بُطُونِهَا شَرَابٌ. This is
Surah An-Nahl, chapter number 16.
my friend, the one you just sent me in Skype. Here we go. It's in the front of my eyes. يَخْرُجُ مِن بُطُونِهَا شَرَابٌ. This is not the verse. This is not the verse. He ate. Where is the rest of the verse? Maybe when you copy the screen, you did not copy the whole thing. This is a different story. ثُمَّ كُلِي مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ. So eat from the fruits. Okay, hold on. Can we go and see what it says in the interpretation?
Interpretation. Wait, you told me chapter number 16, verse number 69. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is chapter number 16, verse number 69.
Yeah, but you copy only. It says يَخْرُجُ مِن بُطُونِهَا. Where is the first part of the verse?
What do you mean with the first part of the verse? It's right there.
No, You say it says, it's in front of me. It says يخرج من بطونها. There's before it says ثم كلي من الثمرات. So the sentence we are talking about is gone.
No, it's not gone. Wallahi al-azim. So what are you doing here?
Wallahi al-azim. Wallahi. Okay, listen. I like you. Wallahi al-azim. So chapter 16, verse number 69, prove to us in many ways. Hold on, my friend. Hold on. Prove to us that the one who is, who is talking, he don't know anything about the creation and about how things function. Now I say to you, can we go and see the interpretation? And we can change the translator as many as you want. So, okay, I will go with you. Do you know Muhammad Hilali and Muhammad Khan? Do you know Yusuf Ali? Do you know Zakir Naik? Do you know, I can show you all of them saying fruits.
Zakir Naik.
Fruits. Every Muslim says fruits. Since when this has become a flower?
I literally just show you the verse. I am not Arabic. This is the translation.
Okay, hold on. If we go right now and open the Arabic dictionary.
Yes.
Okay. Are we going to find that the word thamarat mean a fruit or mean a flower? What do you think?
Samarat. Samarat, I know it to be a fruit.
Okay, so this is the word thamarat.
Samarat, right.
Yeah.
Samarat.
Okay, guys, so he knew that thamarat is a fruit. So you're debating me about what in the last 20 minutes?
Wait. Look at the verse itself.
Listen, you just said you know that thamarat mean fruits. You just said that, everybody heard you. So we're arguing about what? So now it's not a flower, it is thamarat. It is a fruit.
Samarat, yes, I consider that one.
Okay, so now Allah is saying that the bees, they eat apples and they poop honey.
Look at it on your screen.
He did not say they eat honey and they poop something else.
You're getting it wrong.
Okay, my friend. So the first one failed. You told me this will prove who is Allah, but this one failed. Do you have anything else? Okay. Okay. I'm asking you who's Allah. You are telling me, look at the Quran. What the heck is the Quran? I will look with the Quran with you. And I want to ask you a very simple question. Do women have a sperm?
Do?
Women have a sperm?
No, they don't.
What if I show you that the Quran says women have a sperm and it comes from their ribs?
Wait, hold on. Let's get back to the one where you said, who is Allah? Let's get back to
Now, how come you decide to show me a verse from the Quran about how he knew about bees? Now, you don't want to tell me, you don't want to continue because you are the one who chose for me the bees when I asked about Allah. Now you don't want to talk about this because that will show us Allah cannot be God. Because if Allah is God, as you Muslims you claim, he shall not say such a silly thing, and you already agree that women don't have a semen. They don't have.
we haven't finished.
Huh?
We haven't first one. What you asked me first was,
Okay.
how do you know that?
Chapter 8, yeah. How we know he's the creator or not? Because if he's the creator, he will not say such a silly thing. There's no way God, he think that women, she have a sperm, and there is sperm coming from her ribs.
No. Let's get to this one first, then come to this one.
We are done with that one already. You agree with me that the word thamarat means fruits. So now, if Allah is God, how Allah, who is God, he claimed that a human being created from two creatures. Both of them, they have gushing fluid, ejected fluid. And that gushing fluid is coming from the man and the women, from the man backbone and from the women ribs. How such a thing happened?
No, you see what I'm telling you?
Yeah, what are you telling me? Tell me, what are you telling me? Go ahead, tell me.
First one.
What? Tell me.
You told me to tell you how is there God, and I was giving you an example, and then you decided to bring, because I mentioned bee as an example, you decided to bring the chapter of the bee. I don't even give you my example of.
So what I will bring you, I will bring you a cartoon of Mickey Mouse, because if Allah, He knew how the bees, you are telling me, you are talking to me as if you are talking to an atheist. You want to tell me that bees must be created by God. Man, they are organized. We know that. We believe in God. I'm a Christian. I'm not an atheist. So your answer is very silly. This is something you can say to somebody who's an atheist. I am not an atheist, my friend. I believe in God. So I'm asking you now, who is your God? You failed. If your God is, you said to me, your God is the creator. You mentioned that, not me. And that cannot be true, because if your God is the creator, He created the human being. Then He should know how the human being created. So how Allah, He say that women, she have a semen and it's coming from her ribs?
No. Where?
Chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7. You can read it from verse number 6, 7, 8, as many as you want, so you don't say I am misquoting. Read as many verses you want.
Surah At-Tariq. They were created from a spotting fluid. They were created from a spotting fluid, right? Stemming between the rib cage, between the bone and the rib cage. Surely He is capable of bringing them back to life. So where did Allah say that women are?
At-Taraib is the bones of the ribs, the top bone of the ribs of the women.
Yes.
Okay, you agree, guys? He agree. Take a note. So At-Taraib, hold on.
No.
You agreed?
You cannot. Wait. He did not mention women. He did not mention women.
No. In Arabic, At-Taraib is a word used for women.
No.
Okay.
Women is nisa.
Okay, let me ask you. You as a Muslim, when you want to understand the Quran, do you go to your scholars, or you are a scholar by your own?
No, I go to our scholars.
Have you ever heard of Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, Al-Qurtubi, Ibn Kathir? Have you ever heard of them?
Ibn Kathir, Ibn Qayyim.
Okay, so is Ibn Kathir, you mentioned Ibn Kathir, is Ibn Kathir is a valid person for you?
No.
Ibn Kathir is not a valid person for you?
Pardon?
I said, is Ibn Kathir is good enough to explain for you those verses?
No. Ibn Kathir, I've never heard of his explanation. I've never read about him.
Okay. You just mentioned to me, even Ibn Qayyim. You mentioned to me Ibn Kathir yourself. You said, yeah, there is a scholar, there's Ibn Kathir, there's Ibn Qayyim, so I'm asking you, which scholar can explain to us this verse so we don't waste time? Which one?
Abu Taymiyyah can go. You can bring those ones.
Okay, can you read for me what Ibn Taymiyyah said about this? Now, Ibn Taymiyyah explained the Quran.
Not from what I know, but he's a scholar.
Okay, so I'm asking you, I want the verse explanation. You said to me, somebody, you do not even know if he explained the Quran or not. So, okay, what about Ibn Kathir? Did he have explanation for the Quran?
No, you're not going to bring me the one you know. But I know.
I am not asking you for the one I want. I'm asking you which one you want. Give me a book. I can open a book. It's called Interpretation. Mustafa Khattab, now this guy he have a tafsir. Are you kidding me? This guy is a Pakistani. He is 30 years old. He don't even know Arabic, and he is the one who will explain the Quran for you. He just told you flower.
Wait. Oh, you're not getting things messed up. That is what you said, Tariqi. Is it Tariqi you said that is for women? Tariq?
At-Taraib.
Taraib.
Taraib.
What is Nisa? What is Nisa then? What is Nisa?
Nisa is women. Taraib is you idiot. You idiot. The word Taraib is for the bone. This is not for the women. You stupid. The Taraib is a word for the bone of the women's chest. This is the word in Arabic. We use it for women. This is why. Let us open Ibn Kathir. Here we go. You are afraid of Ibn Kathir because Ibn Kathir will get you busted. Is that right?
Mustafa Khattab.
Okay, who is Mustafa Khattab? He is not a scholar. He is just a stupid translator. Is he even a scholar?
What do you mean?
If Mustafa Khattab is a scholar, this guy, he's alive now. Since when we are talking about people who they are the masters of Islam, and you say to me, Mustafa Khattab. Okay, read for me Mustafa Khattab. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the interpretation of Mustafa Khattab. Mustafa Khattab, you don't have interpretation. You're stupid now. So you're asking me to read interpretation of Mustafa Khattab, but Mustafa Khattab, he don't have interpretation. He have only translation.
translation exactly.
But this translation is not interpretation. I said to you, give me a scholar you agree with, will give us interpretation for the verses.
Wait, let's go back to that verse. Yes, let's go back to him and let him explain it. Mustafa, as you said.
Okay, explain it to me. Open Mustafa Khattab for us.
One moment.
You are going to read the translation. I want you to read for me interpretation for the verse.
Okay.
Not translation for the verse. Yeah. You don't have a interpretation. This guy isn't a scholar. He's just making money. Translating a book. He don't speak a language even. Like Yusuf Ali. He translated the Quran into English, but he don't speak Arabic. Yeah, he don't go and watch Yasir Qadi. He is the one who said Yusuf Ali, he don't speak Arabic. How in the world he translated the Quran? You tell me.
You said Yusuf Ali right now. I don't tell you. I don't tell Yusuf Ali. Yeah. I did not make mention of
I know, but all of you don't speak Arabic. Here we go. Do you speak Arabic too? No. And you are trying to explain to me what the word in Arabic mean.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Bunch of crazy. How you don't speak the language? How you don't speak the language? And you can explain to me what the word mean.
Thank you. Let me explain it for you. He said the liquid emerges between the spinal column of a man and the bones of the chest. And the bones of the chest.
What chest? Chest of who?
Chest. That's all. Chest of a man, of course. A man, of course.
Okay, does the sperm come from the chest? Okay, listen. I want to go with you. Have you ever heard of somebody says that from the chest there is semen coming?
Guys, what is happening here? He's not letting me talk.
You're talking. Don't tell me I'm not letting you talk. Everybody can hear you. You said it says coming from the chest. Who is the idiot he believe that semen is coming from the chest?
Let me talk.
Go ahead.
Yes, you're not going to interrupt, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, it says, the verse specifically says, the liquid emerges from between the spinal column of a man and the bones.
Where it says the spinal column?
Of a man and the bones.
Where is the word spinal column? Yes, my friend, you are just a kid. How old are you?
The one what?
How old are you? How old are you?
19.
Okay. You're what? You're what?
Now you are calling me a kid.
You're what? You are 19?
Now I'm explaining you're calling me a kid.
You are 19.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, I just called you a kid. You are a kid. You are 19 years old. You do not know what you are reading. Okay, don't waste my time. Watch my screen. I will hang up on you because you are a donkey.
Exactly.
Yeah, just shut up. Just go. And they told me I would have somebody to call you and debate you. I thought I have a sheikh. It turned to be a kid. He did not even shave his cupid area. Read with me, you stupid. This is your stupid Ibn Kathir. Those are the scholars. Not a kid 19 years old. He do not know what he is talking about. Booger boy. Listen, this is Ibn Kathir saying, not me. He is created from water gushing forth. This is a water coming out of the body, not in the body. Meaning, the sexual fluid that comes out bursting forth from the man and the women. Thus the child is produced from both of them by the permission of Allah. Due to Allah saying, يَخْرُجُ مِنْ بَيْنِ الصُّلْبِ وَالتَّرَائِبِ. Meaning, the backbone of the man, the last bone, that is the backbone, the last bone in the spinal, not the spinal column, from the last bone of the man and the ribs of the women. Why Ibn Kathir saying ribs of women? Because the word here is tara'ib. Do you see why I laugh at you? Tara'ib is for women. This is why Ibn Kathir said women. So, and from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, which is referring to her chest. That is your God, who you say he is God, and we love. Let us say we have somebody he claimed to be a Muslim. Hello? Can you speak louder, please? I don't hear you. All right, I hear you. Welcome, my friend. You are a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim. Yes.
Okay, can you say the Shahada?
I'm like how do you say half Muslim, like
Half Muslim. What is that?
I'm like half Arabic. Like my parents are both Arabic.
Yeah, I don't care really. I'm asking you, can you say Shahada?
Shahada.
Yeah. You never heard of it before?
I read like Quran, like and stuff.
Oh. So how you are a Muslim? So you never heard the Quran, you never heard of Shahada. So what make you a Muslim?
Oh, so I became a believer because I was raised like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Take a hike. Lord have mercy. Do we have any smart individual want to talk to me? Why my luck is not good? He's half Arab, half whatever. He's half. It's good to be half from everything. Like half Biden, half Nancy Pelosi. Who is a Muhammadan would like to call us? He is not half. He is not a kid. We are here serious. We don't want a stupid talk. Spending 30 minutes talking about the word and then at the end he agree with me. Thamarat mean fruits. So your God, he's an idiot. He think that bees eat fruits and they shit honey. Do we have any Muhammadan? My Skype is in the info of the video. Any Muhammadan? As you see, we asked them, who is Allah? They said to us, do you see the bees? Do you see the bees? Yeah, I see the bees. What they have to do with Allah? Who is Allah? Do you see the cats? Meow. Allah is the likeness of a tree. Tate is a pimp. I mean, what is the quality? He can call me, no problem. He is welcome to call. Even though I don't like to talk to pimps, but you know, people are dirty these days, what you can do. If you say I'm not going to call to speak to a pimp, then I cannot talk to any Muslim. Because being a pimp in Islam is professionally approved in the chapter of the Ahzab and the chapter of the Mut'ah. Muhammad saying, do whatever you want, but Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. Well, my friend, as I know, Islam is the fastest dying religion in the world, and your prophet agree with me. Isn't it your prophet, he said that Islam is shrinking and will come back the same as a snake, going back to its hole? And Christian Prince is putting your prophet and Islam in the hole. Unless you want to accuse your prophet to be a false prophet, I understand that. Aren't you Muslims, you cry about how many people leave in Islam a day? You keep asking people for donation because people leave in Islam, donate for us. Is that a scam? Of Mimi Hijab and Lili Dawah and Yasser Kadhi and the rest of you? Islam is dead. Even Saudi Arabia, finally, they decide to wash their hand from Islam. No more women wearing hijab. No more Islamic police. Nobody will be forced to go to the mosque.